Morning, everybody. We're going to be doing some selling today, so hang on for the ride. We're going to do them public lobbies, but first we're going to go around and do the things we normally
Ask
do in the
away,
morning.
sir.
So hang tight, and we'll get to selling here in just a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
Of course, sir.
Pulling up gtaweb.eu, so I know where to go for my dealers here. Get the first one on the map. Hey, there's a bunch of people around. Not a bunch, a couple. No big deal. All right, we're off. See how we do.
Hey. Bye now.
Took so long for that dealer to pop up that I was second guessing myself. I had to go back to the page there and see if I was in the right spot.
Peace out.
Somebody else flying around with a jet you can hear. I don't see them, but they're off. Their weapons are off. They're off radar.
something! We got a man down! You're dead!
Criminal damage is probably one of my favorite things that they put out here. Activities, I suppose, events, I don't know. But I'll show you what I do. I'm going to fly up here to the highway, and then I'll show you guys. You want a busy spot. That's a lot of what you really want is a busy spot. And then someplace to safely park your vehicle, because it probably will get destroyed if you don't. So that's what I'm going to do up here. I'm going to fly up here. Hopefully this is far enough away from the road. Should be, but we'll see. Okay. This gun, we're not going to equip it first. Any minigun works, and then what you're going to do is you're going to pull out your phone, and we are going to go to emergency services.
Hello, this is 911. What emergency service do you require?
And we're going to call the fire department.
The fire department are en route to your location.
Should be just about perfect. 5 seconds to start. And they're coming anyway. But fire trucks, $1 million a pop. Or thereabouts. There you go, just start blowing stuff up. See, here's a fire truck already. I hear it coming. There it is, close now. And target the fire truck. Boom, $1 million. I hear another fire truck coming. Target the fire truck. Boom, 2 million. That's how people can never keep up. That's the little trade secret. So if you guys are watching my channel, that's how you can win this. So, both of you got help now. Here comes another fire truck. There we go. So they're a little less than $1 million, but not by much. pretty soon it starts to self-sustain itself. Another fire truck. It's bringing me the money. I hear another fire truck coming. I think it's coming from this way, so we got to get down here a little bit. It is. And then there's paper all over the... just littered. So that's how I do criminal damage.
Cobarde! It's not safe for you here! Time to kill! Get the fuck out!
Wanna be?
Somebody's hit!
Get back, that's it!
Man down!
Alright, now we're going to do a cell mission in here. See how the lobby reacts to people selling. See if we got a good lobby for selling our warehouses, because we'll be doing that next.
Airspace entry granted. Make your way to the hangar.
Okay, last night I had an 8% bonus, I think. Yeah, 5% on the 8. So, let's try this. And we're going to, of course, do an air, because I like doing the air missions. Don't know why. It's just my thing. Not very good at it, but I like it.
You ready to make this safe?
Be thankful you can't hear this god-awful music they get in the background. Stupid. So I am not going to go in ghost mode for this. I'm just going to see how the lobby reacts and see if we've got a decent selling lobby. It'd have been nice if I had gotten the little bitty choppers, the Havoc, because that would have left some of my product sitting here, which is bound to happen with You know, when I'm selling these warehouses, there will be trucks at some point, and I am solo, so let's just see how we react and go from there.
Well, you delivered. Not that I was expecting any different. You said you'd deliver, and you delivered. Because that's what you do. What you say. The full payments come through.
I was gonna start there, but I got a guy blowing a bunch of shit up, and not that he's gonna blow my stuff up, but there's a distinct possibility that he would, so I start at the other end over here, up by the arcade here. Yeah, I'm getting there. Oh, hey, ejected across the ground. I gotta get rid of that anyway. The oppressors are much more versatile for flying around in the city. And while it's very likely I'll get trucks in the first go, I could have to, go to LSIA, or I might get a boat. Don't know. So we're just gonna go in here and find out. So if somebody if someone does decide to blow my shit up, I am going to turn the game off, which means I may very well pause broadcast. I don't know. We'll see how that works. And here we go. Yep. Hurry up and wait. Like I was saying, though, if somebody attacks my stuff and I lose it, I'm going to shut the game off, but I will be right back. So if for whatever reason the broadcast ends, it'll be right back on. So
the buyers lined up.
So we got a boat first time go.
So you're meeting them out
These are
at
probably
sea.
one of my
Goods are
favorites.
on a boat down at the docks.
And then we decide, well, the game decides if we get attacked before we get the boat or once we're on the boat. And I like them before, but it is what it is. I'm not very good at driving and shooting. I get it done, but I'm not the best. We'll find out very, very shortly here. Get a ringtone here or not. We're gonna drive and shoot. That's fine. I have an oppressor. Why am I not landing on the boat? Oh, that's why. I'm gonna send it away because it doesn't do any good on the boat anyway. It's jumped all around. You can't use it hardly. You can't get on it. So here we go. Now this one here I will be using Ghost. As soon as we get going. This is a one and done, so I'm going to be ready for the Ghost mode. But I'm also going to wait until the global signal is just about ready to go live. Because right now all they do is see me in a boat, and I don't know if it's a tugboat. I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention to the whatever's on the little mini map for other people. They just see me out to sea, I would assume. See, here comes our first people. We're going to just blast through these guys. Give it a few seconds. Close enough. See, somebody's got a sub out here. I see it there to the left. They're not in it. Or if they are, they're off radar. Every time I'm on a mission in the ocean, it just gets suddenly very wavy for no reason. It could be a sheet of glass. You start a mission and it's waves. Oh, the little helicopter's a little harder to deal with, but let's deal with it. That one I cannot drive and shoot at. It's too high. And off we go. Of course, they're going to send another helicopter right away. I'm just going to end it. We're just right there. There's no point in me getting out, and that helicopter is not going to destroy me or the boat. So, there we go. First one done. So then the first thing we do is I go here. No, not there. Sorry. I don't put the money away right away. I probably should. I can't do it yet. It's not yet finished. There it goes. Guys got to get back to work. Alright, we're off to the next one. Now I do not have the option for Ghost Organization for a little while. I think it's like 12 minutes or something, I can tell you. 7. That's very reassuring when I hear a bunch of explosions right around me. But no guts, no glory, so here we go. Maybe we'll get lucky and get an airplane.
Okay.
Look at that, I got an airplane.
Jumpy, but he's got the money. Wants the goods dropped at different locations around the city. Anyway, it's all loaded up for you at LSIA. Make it happen.
And it's just one airplane, it looks like. Sometimes these will give you 3 planes. This is the one big jet. I think it's a jet. I should know that, but I don't. It's props. I remember it's props because I remember the smoke coming out as I got destroyed before, so. It's not a jet. I still should have known that. Which means the next one is definitely going to be a trucks. So we're going to start here. We take a quick glance around, so I kind of see where I got to go. Go there, go north, and then kind of make a circle around. Okay. At least they don't have the radar thing where you've got to be low. I don't like flying low, to be honest with you. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So we're going to go to our marked one here first, and then we're going to go towards this one over here, and then go back around to do a circle kind of a thing. So I've got it right in my head, but let's see if my actions, my fingers can follow my brain. I don't know. We'll see. The other thing I will tell you is it's been my experience that the time of day reflects the players that are in the lobbies. I play a lot, so I'm in from the morning until nighttime, and if you sell in the morning time, you're less likely to be messed with. Not a guarantee it won't happen, but it's less likely in my experience. Afternoon to nighttime, it seems to be lobbies full of assholes. But doesn't mean there can't be one right now. We'll see what happens. So far, so good. Oh, this is a fun one with the helicopters. Obviously, I've got nobody to help me destroy the helicopters, so we just keep playing. Most of the time I can stay ahead of these helicopters, but every once in a while they do get up to you and they can destroy you pretty quick, but that's why I plan a route. I try to stick with that route. And, you know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Here it's going to, no matter what they do now, unless they've got missiles, they don't have enough to destroy me. And here's the last one. That's it, another $3.3 million for us. Or for me, anyway. Not for you guys watching, but that's how I do it. Okay, now that we have that done, and we gotta send our guy out here. Get a long enough break. Alright, and we go on to the next one. Go down by the airport and see what we get. I'm going to swing by here and pick up my oppressor. Yeah, I could just have it delivered, but I'm going to be so close it might not. So, while I could land this, that kind of takes all the fun out of it. So, we'll just swing by for a pickup. Alright, off to the next one. That's because I pulled my wings in too early and didn't get altitude. Every once in a while I screw up. In that way, anyway. I screw up all the time. Just once in a while that way. Alright, this one's pretty well guaranteed to be trucks. So, this is when you tell if you've really got a decent lobby or not.
Okay.
All right.
To make this sale, you're going to need to do some long-haul trucking. The buyer wants to minimize risk with multiple drop-offs.
Oh, I hate this
Hit
one.
all the points and we'll get paid.
This is by far the worst one, and this is the one I seem to get attacked on the most. There's 5 deliveries each truck. So, off we go. I prefer the ones where you just go drop the truck off. Make that trip 3 times, but... These trucks are not good for spinning around and doing all that stuff. I think there's a way up through here, I think. These are definitely not drifting trucks. They barely turn. But not much stops them neither, so. Let's see, we got Mr. Oppressor over here. I have noticed sometimes my level stops people from wanting to mess with me so much. But I will tell you that level doesn't mean anything. That level is from grinding. You know, I'm 706 now. That's grinding. That's not fighting. So I suck at fighting on this game. I do okay. I sometimes hold my own. But this is a defenseless vehicle. There's nothing I can do to stop people in this thing. Besides the fact that I suck at fighting anyway. But I enjoy the level because that does deter a lot of people. At the same time, I am a lot better than I was just a few hundred levels ago, you know. Inevitably, you do have to fight in this game. A lot of times you can just get real close here. Time-wise, it's not a problem selling with these things. You know, it just takes a little longer to do the trucks with 5 stops a pop, but time-wise, you can see I got the first one done in here in just about 5 minutes. Now, when you're coming up to these, make sure you're parking off to the side. Because otherwise you won't get the next truck in here. There's Oppressor. As you can see, I always fold these wings in. And if you want to see the difference, we're doing 130 now. We pull our wings in. Level plane, 108. Pull the wings in, 130. 22 mile an hour advantage. Yeah, you got to do a lot of this lifting stuff, but it's 22 mile an hour. That's a big difference. You can actually see it as you pull the wings in. You can see them get faster. That's how big of a difference it is. Okay, next truck. The other thing I do is I always throw that away. I put it away because, I don't know, in my head, I think somebody's going to see my Oppressor and go, oh, hey, let's go steal this one and use this to blow up the vehicles. So, I hide it. So far, we're doing all right, but I'm going to concentrate on this and, you know, shut up for a second. Alright, well, I guess I was doing better talking, so, continue to talk it is. It's like I shut up a little while so I could get something to drink, and all of a sudden my driving skill just disappeared. So far, it seems like we've got a really decent lobby. I've driven by people, I've had people drive by me, as you've seen. Even people on oppressors, pretty impressed. Sometimes it's just faster to slow down and make the turn. These things, I can't stress it enough. If you guys have ever used these, you know they don't turn for anything. Turning ability is there's a lot of room for improvement on it, let's just put it that way, I guess. Alright, I see helicopter. And he's just going right on by, I believe. I'm always a little more aware of my surroundings when I'm doing these cell missions. Yeah, it's not going to bother us. Most people won't. I say it doesn't turn, and then it turns better than I expected it to. If I can drive for just 2 seconds, I'd be just fine. And we wait for an oppressor and we go for the last one.
Sorry wouldn't kill you.
So as you can see up on the top right, I haven't put anything in the bank yet today, and we're at 7.9 mil. Not bad for the beginning of the day. Not yet noon. After you've done that a few thousand times, your fingers get really quick at doing it. see if I can do a little better on this corner than I did last one. Much better. I'd like if this thing had a phantom wedge front. Watch them people go flying everywhere. They already do with it as it is. I don't have to pay for it, run it over. There's 4 more drops to go. Just in case you guys are curious, my voice chat is set to no one, so I guess that bike didn't like that very much. There's a lot of people when they're streaming YouTube, they want to be interacting with everybody in the lobby. I just think that's the most rude thing ever. I don't want to be part of your conversation. That, you know, the lobby talk is for people that are talking with each other, not to an audience of, you know, 1 or something. So I make sure to make it so no one else has to listen to my garbage that I'm spewing. There's 2 more. Looks like we've got a decent lobby. We should be pretty decent here. I also forgot to just sideswipe that one, you know, get it close. But, alright, on to our last drop. Alright, that's 3 of the 5 done before noon. Feel pretty decent. Alright. Don't forget to send that guy right back out. Yeah, I need to do my car wash. I also need to do some towing. But that's little bitty money, so hopefully the next one we get is another airplane and another boat and not another truck series like that. So we'll find out here in just a second. this should be a good spot to get a, you know, an airplane because I'm right next to the airport. But that makes too much sense for GTA to actually allow me to get an airplane. Hello, wall. Alright, let's see what we get. Hoping for a plane. That'd be fun. Sometimes you gotta vocalize that stuff so GTA hears you and gives you what you want.
Alright, sale time. The goods are loaded up at Los Santos International. The buyer wants you to make airdrops at a number of locations around the city. You ready for this? Let's go.
See, vocalization helped. Now we also want it to be a non-drop low. Some of these will be a low. You gotta keep low on the radar, and we don't like those. So same thing as last time, guys. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna start up here, and then head east and do the circle. Okay. We are airborne and en route, and not a low jammer neither, so vocalizing does help to a certain extent. It appears to. It's always fun to see an oppressor right away, but it is what it is. I always get a little leery flying over somebody else's jet. So Mr. Low Level's probably gonna, yeah. Alright guys, I'm shutting her down.